Hello and welcome. Welcome to this week's episode of Dog Mom News Live. I'm Corrina Sullivan. Thank you so much for joining us. We have been so excited to bring you this show today because we have a fantastic lineup. So get ready, everyone. You know, we are, 6 episodes in now? This is our 6th. So we're pretty new to this. So if you're joining us for the first time, let me bring you up to speed about Dog Mom News. Dog Mom News is a media platform that's dedicated to highlighting the unique relationship between dogs and their dog moms. Now, Dog Mom News Live is a live stream digital simulcast where every Thursday at the same time, we talk to a variety of female canine professionals who are doing amazing things in the canine world. We talk to veterinarians, we talk to behaviorists and nutritionists, we talk to trainers, we talk to social media influencers, and we talk about those topics that you care about as dog moms. We want to let you have the best possible life with your canine companion. So amazing things are happening with Dog Mom News. We are growing. This is a movement and we want you to be a part of it. So be sure to go to dogmomnews.com to stay informed on all things. We also want to ask a favor of you though. Are you listening? If you're watching on YouTube, we want you to go ahead and comment. We want you to subscribe, and we want you to ring that bell, because when you do this, not only do you help us grow, but you also get the awesome, cool content that we're putting out there first. You're among the first to know. So please be sure to do that. Again, we want you to like, we want you to comment, we want you to subscribe, and we want you to ring that bell. Now, as for today's show, I told you it's going to be an amazing one. We are talking with Courtney McWilliams. Courtney is doing incredible things with this doggy daycare spa kind of thing that's unique to her. She is with Mary Mac's Retreat, and Courtney is just a ray of sunshine. So get ready. She's going to have amazing things to share with you. And by the way, she's been on the Drew Barrymore show and also in People magazine. So she's kind of a big deal, but she's humble, she's fun, and you're going to love our conversation together. We are also talking with Aly DelaCoeur, who's the owner of Wag Enabled. Aly's so much fun. She's got an online platform that's dedicated to educating pet owners on a variety of health-related topics. So here at Dog Mom News Live and with every interview, we want to make sure that we're helping to make your life better with your pets. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, because we have a fantastic show ahead of you. As always, we begin our show from the news desk with our doggy headlines. Roll the intro. Twitter changes logo to the Dogecoin symbol with no explanation. Twitter replaced its iconic bluebird logo with the Dogecoin cryptocurrency symbol 2 days after April Fool's Day, leaving some owners and people puzzled, of course. The centerpiece of the Dogecoin logo is the most popular pet in Japan. It's the Shiba Inu. Now, the ancient Shiba Inu is a breed that's native to Japan. Elon Musk posted a meme about the quote-unquote situation, but of course offered no explanation for the move. Some think the logo change to the popular Shiba Inu meme, which inspired the Dogecoin cryptocurrency logo, was a late April Fool's prank. Of course, the timing, right? 2 days after April Fool's would say a lot, but others think it could be related to Musk's $258 billion lawsuit over allegations of inflating Dogecoin's price. Despite the backlash, the logo change actually helped the cryptocurrency add, listen up, $4 billion to its market value. The change was temporary and the bluebird logo has since been restored. I'm sure all of the Shiba Inus across the globe are going, excuse me, how did we get pulled into this business? And why aren't we getting paid off of it, right? Up next, a super mom, Great Dane, gives birth to, are you listening, 21 puppies in 27 hours. This 2-year-old Great Dane from Virginia named Nameen gave birth to all these puppies during her marathon 27-hour labor. God bless her. Unfortunately, 3 of the puppies did not survive. However, we are happy to report that the other 18 are healthy and they're doing well. The owner plans to sell the puppies once they're weaned from their mother, and the proceeds from the first puppy will go to a local animal shelter. Nameen almost broke the Guinness World Record for the largest litter of dogs, as you might imagine, which is currently held by a Neapolitan Mastiff who gave birth to 24 puppies. 24. So Nameen, you were awfully close at 21. Oh, so close. We hope that Nameen gets all of the love, attention, and affection that she so deserves. A new app finds your lost dog using their nose prints. PetNow, a startup South Korean tech company, has created an AI-based app that identifies lost pets by their unique nose print with 99% accuracy. Pet owners can upload a picture of their pet's face to store their nose print and send missing alerts to other users. Although the app has limited availability and requires some level of understanding of how to navigate it, the startup hopes to gain traction and possibly broker deals with the government and government agencies. This is an excellent example of how technology can be used for good by helping us find our lost canine companions. So nice job, PetNow. We wish you much success. And now a story of determination. A puppy dumped by its owner in the middle of nowhere chases a jogger and begs to be rescued. Now, this speedy puppy was hiding behind bushes on a popular walkway when it ran after the jogger for help. It was not taking no for an answer. Realizing the remote wilderness was unsafe, the jogger took the puppy home, cleaned him up, and then went above and beyond and gave him food. He later contacted the local animal shelter and helped the puppy find a nice forever home so that he could live happily ever after like all dogs deserve. Don't we all love just a happy ending? And lastly, a heartwarming reunion. A military canine steps off an elevator and sees his handler for the first time in 3 years. Marine Sergeant Joe Stagio adopted his canine partner Enzo, who he served with for over a year in Kuwait and the United States. After 3 years of separation, and thanks to Mission Canine Rescue, they were reunited at the Buffalo Niagara International Airport in New York, where Stagio embraced Enzo, who had been flown in from North Carolina. Stagio says that adopting Enzo is good for his soul. It's the sweetest. And we wish you many years of happiness together. And those are your doggy news stories for the week of April 13th, 2023. If you happen to be online and you see something interesting that you think that we should share, we want to hear from you. You can always tag us at Dog Mom News. And now it is time for us to welcome our first guest today in a segment we call Dog Mom Biz. And we are joined now by Courtney McWilliams. She is the owner of Mary Mac's Dog Retreat. It's a trend-setting doggy spa service that has taken New Orleans by storm. Courtney, welcome to the show. It's so good to see you today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Courtney, you have seen so much success. We love it. We're so thrilled for you. And we always like to start in the beginning. I mean, when did your love for dogs begin?
Oh, I was born into a family that had dogs. So I honestly do not know a life without dogs.
Oh,
I love them so much. It is ridiculous.
Now, tell me about your dog. You had her, or he or she, Gabbana. Am I pronouncing this right?
Gabbana, like Dolce and Gabbana.
Oh, well, of course. So fancy, just like your spa, girl. Let's go. Tell me about Gabbana.
Oh, my goodness. I got Gabbana when I was 18, 19.
Oh, wow.
My aunt flew him from California to Atlanta at the time. And when you saw me, you saw Gabbana.
Oh,
He was very, very, very shady. But it wasn't until his later years in life that I realized that a lot of his shadiness was really anxiety. Um,
wow.
it was separation anxiety and social anxiety. I had no
Oh.
clue what those were in his younger years. I was like, oh, he's just bad.
Yeah, right. But how sweet that you were so in tune with him and you didn't give up. You wanted to get to the root cause of the problem. And dog anxiety is actually a lot more common than we would know, right?
Yeah, it is very common. So I haven't done my research on it lately, but prior to the pandemic, it was 1 in every 7 dogs that had
Incredible.
anxiety. I'm more than
Wow.
sure it has changed now.
That is incredible. Now, Courtney, I know you made a major life change for Gabbana because you're that dedicated, which included a move. So tell us about that.
Okay, so yeah, actually, I so the life change was I went from being a social worker to an entrepreneur,
Yes.
and I wanted to do something that didn't require me going back to school. I was already pet sitting as a hobby, so I decided to do pet sitting full time and open up a doggy daycare. However, I wanted to open up a daycare um, that specialized in dog anxiety. Around 2018, that's when I was introduced to dog anxiety, and which is around the time that I realized Gabbana had separation anxiety and social anxiety. Um, and so I combined my love of social work and dogs together to form Mary Meg's Doggy Retreat. But each service that I offer is based off of Gabbana, from grooming to daycare to boarding.
That is so sweet. And so what are some of the things that worked for Gabbana that you were passionate about making sure that you have in your spa retreat?
Okay, so let's say for doggy daycare, um, keeping it intimate, keeping it small, because by him having social anxiety, for a smaller group worked a whole lot better for him than being thrown into a large group. So we offer small group play where we have no more than 6 dogs. It doesn't matter the size because you have some small dogs that prefer large dogs, some large dogs that prefer small dogs, some dogs who just love any type of dog. But
Sure.
we kind of group them towards temperament and not size. So the groups are no larger than 6. Um, we have their suites are purposely designed for them not to feel like they're enclosed in a crate or anything. We use baby gates.
Oh,
And it,
wow.
it doesn't have a top on it. So it kind of allows them to just hang out. I also have orthopedic beds for them because Gabbana was a senior dog and he was pretty healthy with no joint problems, but a lot of my seniors have joint problems. So we offer orthopedic beds. That's what we have for the daycare. Boarding also very similar. And we give them the option of picking where they want to sleep, where they don't have to sleep in a suite. They could sleep on the sofa as long as they're
Nice.
not fighting other dogs. As far as grooming, I take my time. So
That's
the
great.
life change is me becoming a groomer too,
Oh,
because
I
I
know. And this happened when the pandemic hit, right? I was so
yes,
talk to you about this because so many business owners had to get creative, right? When the pandemic hit, so many changes with the coronavirus. And rather than sitting back and just letting everything go, you said, no, I'm going to figure out how to make this work. So what did you do?
oh man, I prayed. I prayed.
Uh,
Let me tell you, I prayed a prayer. I was like, Lord, if you send
oh,
me one client, I swear I'm not going to close my doors.
there you
And he
go.
sent me 3 clients, and those 3 happened to be first responders,
Wow.
which made my company what was the word they were using back then? An essential business.
Yes, that's right. Suddenly you're essential. That's
Yeah.
right.
And so one of the clients who would come to me, she asked me to groom her dog. I'm like, I know nothing about grooming. And I'm like, I can guarantee a flealess dog. I know how to bathe the dog.
Right. There you
I
go.
could guarantee a clean smelling dog. And so
Oh,
I went to the University of YouTube And
Oh, that's great.
I learned how to groom on YouTube because if I
Wow.
see it, I can mimic it.
There you
And
go.
so that's how I learned on YouTube. And the guy that groomed Gabbana to this day, he kind of mentored me with grooming as well. So
Love
that
that.
actually kind of helped Mary. That not helped. That kept Mary Max open because
Yes.
we were the only ones grooming. I've
That
always
is
been
incredible.
appointment based. I won't take any walk-ins. We've always been appointment based. So
That's
that kept us
amazing. I
open.
love that. You know, the story of a business coming back stronger, a
Mhm.
business owner, and the power of prayer and trust, and then neighbor helping neighbor during a challenging time when there was so much fear. You said, no, not us. We're going to do something. And I love that. I love that you reached out and look at what's happening with your business. I mean, you're exploding right now, right? You outgrew one facility, you're in the next. Bring us up to speed on that.
Yeah, so because of the boutique style, I can't even begin. Everything happens with prayer. So the
Yes.
facility I am in now, because I started in my home, the facility I am in now was vacant for 20 years prior to me moving in.
Wow.
And
Wow.
so I moved into an empty canvas and I created it how I wanted to create it. And it was beautiful because it was enough for me at that time, not knowing what I was doing, not having a blueprint or anything. Now it's time for us to expand because we're on top of each other. I find myself turning people away or being over capacity. And sometimes
That's
when you're over
amazing.
capacity, it's not safe when you're dealing with those with anxiety. And so I'm
Whoa.
like, yeah, it's time to get a bigger spot.
Makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And you learned so much, and you're learning all the time about what to implement and what to do to help
Mhm.
dogs who are prone to anxiety, but just to help make it a great experience for any dog that comes to you. But tell us and maybe walk us through a typical day for a dog and walk us through what that experience is like. Because I know you're doing some unique and really great things. And we've talked through some of them. I mean, when a dog gets to actually pick where they want to hang out, that's pretty cool to start with.
Yeah, we don't force them. I really try to
That's
keep
great.
it more of a fear-free environment for them.
Yes.
So it's set up like a child's daycare, like a private school.
There you
We
go.
have mornings. We open at 7:30. So most people drop their dogs off between 8 and 9. After the dogs are checked in, they go into small group play and you rotate them out. About between 10:30 and 11, they start their morning walks. After they have their walks, they go take a nap. They get water, a snack, and naps. We start back up at 12 with the small group plays. And what I didn't mention with the small group play, we try to teach them a trick every month, but sometimes we can't get everybody to sit on one, just sit down. We can't get
Sure.
everybody, we can't. I love when I see people get the group sit pictures. I,
Oh,
I can't do that. This crew won't even do that.
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They can be a little unpredictable at times.
We tried this yesterday and it was a disaster.
Oh,
Um, so from 1 to 3, they go back into small group play. Between 3 and 4, they're going on their afternoon walks, and the daycare dogs start to go home between 4 and 6, and the boarding dogs start their nighttime routine where they're getting walked, fed. Um, it's like a
yes.
turn down service where they get their blankets and their pillows, and they get a
Ooh,
treat.
it's like a doggy sleepover party, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Do you have any like silk masks involved? Because it sounds super luxurious.
I tried that. I'm
You
not gonna.
did?
I
Oh my.
tried. I
Courtney, you're
tried
amazing.
that. I tried reading to them. I've tried. What else did I try with them? We tried painting with paw prints and stuff.
Painting. This
Yeah,
is amazing. Like people
those
are going to
pups
say,
was
"Do you
not.
offer this for people too?" I mean, because you make it so much fun for the dogs. That is so
Now,
sweet.
what we do offer, which is my biggest hit, is our day parties. So I'll have a themed party for the dogs.
Oh,
And
girl.
the last big one we had was for Mardi Gras, but it's daycare. You drop your dog off at daycare, and they're
Yes.
playing nonstop all day, themed pictures. Taking these pictures wear me out so much. My body is hurting from
You
sliding and getting in funky
right.
positions just to take these pictures.
You want to capture every moment. Are you kidding me? And there's nothing that a dog mom loves more than getting that cute picture
Yeah.
of their dog doing that cute thing. So, you put your finger to the pulse of what dog moms want. That's for sure. So you also have like music activities, like you said. I guess you're one of the videographers because you put it all out there. I mean, it's just so much fun what you're doing. And tell me about how all this went down with People Magazine and then Drew Barrymore's show. I mean, people are catching on to the fact that you're doing pretty cool things.
So prayer. I'm gonna keep going back to
Okay.
prayer. I hope y'all
Okay.
believe in God because I'm saying
Oh.
prayer. So there was this lady. I hired a publicist. There was this lady, like she was on my mind, hot and heavy. Didn't know her, but I knew her family, and I slid into her DMs. And I was like,
You're so slick.
I don't know what it is that you do, but I have to reach out to you. And she's like, okay, meet me at this coffee shop tomorrow. I locked those dogs up in Miramax and went to this meeting with this lady. And come to find out, her mom was my very first client when I was in my home.
No, that is amazing.
She said, Courtney, you have a story and we have to tell your story. And she was a publicist and I didn't know. And so she shot my story out. And a lot of times the people would inbox me on Instagram. And I'm like, this ain't real. I wouldn't respond back to them because
Right, you never know.
like anybody, And then they started emailing me and I would forward it to her. She was like, Courtney, no, this is big news. This is serious. I'm like, oh, I thought it was fake.
That's so sweet. Coincidence? I think not, Courtney, right?
Yeah, I thought it was fake. I was like, why me? Who wants me?
No.
And she's like, no, Courtney, this
so
is
cool.
real. So that's how I got on in People Magazine, on the Drew Barrymore show. I've been in the U.S. Chamber of Commerce because I made a massive amount of money in a very short amount of time. And
so happy for you.
Believe it or not,
awesome.
To this day, I still have not had a loan.
Wow.
All this is
Courtney,
straight.
You're on fire. I love it. This is amazing. Were you nervous when you were on the show? I mean, this is a big change, right? I mean, were you camera shy? You're not now. Look at how you're growing.
So with the Drew Barrymore show, I wasn't nervous or camera shy. I was more anxious because Hurricane Ida had just happened the day before.
Wow.
So I'm being flown from Dallas to New York. I don't know if my house is still standing. I don't know if my business is still standing. I had someone sliding in my DMs again from Children's Hospital asking me to keep the hospital's dogs. And I'm like, is this serious? So by the time I saw Drew Barrymore, I'm like, girl, I don't know if I'm coming or going. My nerves bad. And that's around the time too. I didn't know Gabbana was becoming really ill, and I didn't know. And I'm like,
no, Gabbana.
Because if you look at the pictures from that show, he's just sitting there like, I'm just here, like no facial expression or anything.
Oh, how's he doing now?
Well, he's deceased now.
Oh, Courtney, I'm so sorry for your loss. So sorry. But look at how his legacy is being carried on every day with what you're doing.
Actually, I had 2 dogs. They told me they only wanted Gabbana.
So Gabbana only. That's right.
Because Gabbana had been with me the longest and everything was based off of Gabbana. So I had Gabbana. I had Bella Rose. Somebody left Bella Rose on my porch and I found her the day of the pandemic for the shutdown for New Orleans.
Wow.
And they both passed away. First it was Gabbana and Bella Rose passed away 6 weeks after Gabbana. Like she was not right after he passed. It's like she grieved herself. Sure. And then I kind of fell into a depression because I'm like, life is ghetto without a dog. I never knew a life without a dog. Now I have a golden doodle named Cardi G.
Oh, I have a cocker-doodle poo, so part golden doodle too. His name is Louis Bear Armstrong Michael Scott Sullivan. Are you kidding me? That's a really long name, but he is a delight. He's such a joy. So there's no greater bond, right? I'm so glad that you got a new dog. And look at, you have a family of dogs every day, right? That you're grooming, that you're loving on. And then I'm sure you're just blessing that community tremendously in Louisiana. And now look at you. I mean, national TV scene and all kinds of things. So you're amazing, Courtney. How can people stay on top of what's going on with you and all these amazing things happening?
The best way is Instagram. I'm a grammer. So Instagram. And you can follow that as mm_doggy retreat. Facebook, of course, which is Mary Mac's Doggy Retreat. But TikTok is becoming my new favorite.
Oh,
And that one is under my personal account. It's Courtney Wu. So it's KOURTNEI_WU. And
okay.
I came up with that name, Courtney Wu. I had to come up with an alias when I was practicing social work because
Sure.
I was Googleable and people would find me and I didn't want to be
Sure.
found. So I did
Right.
Courtney Wu.
Courtney Wu. Okay. And you're wooing us with your awesome personality. Do you have a TikTok dance for us? What's your favorite TikTok dance? You have any?
I have a TikTok dance. I try to dance with the dogs, but they won't get on one page with me.
I mean, okay. Well, next time we talk, I want you to have a signature TikTok dance for us. Okay?
Well, I have a
Can you do
signature
it?
name now.
All right. What is it?
I just went by that. It's your good furry auntie.
Well, look, you've already got the head tilt. Good.
Yeah, like it's
Love
your
it.
good furry auntie.
Right, Courtney McWilliams, owner of Mary Mac's Doggy Retreat in New Orleans. I have so loved talking with you, and we're so excited about what's happening with you. Keep in touch, girl, and you take care.
I will. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye, Courtney. And we love showing you hilarious videos on Dog Mom News Live. So get ready, folks. We're going to cue the video, and this is a segment that we call Barks and Rec. First up, a little grooming action going on here. Oh, don't do that again. Sit. He knows that he won't get a treat until they both sit.
Yeah, you're not mine.
No,
you're adopted.
I look just like you. Mommy, no, I'm not. This makes me laugh because my dog does the same thing. It's so good. The dog's like, wait, what about me? It is funny. So good boy. Oh, he wants in on the action. Give me some love. Give me some love. So sweet. Did I hear chewing? How do you say no to that face? You thought you were going to eat that snack. Look, the other one wants some too. You got to share the love and give the treats.
Baby,
that's what you got to do.
Busy for a pup cup.
Oh, Starbucks too busy for a pup cup.
I'm sorry.
You should be sorry. They're proud of it. They're so proud of it. And, okay, so proud. Let's go. Okay, corgis. Some corgis having some fun here. Yes, go get it. Let's do it again. Corgi and the ball and the launch. The other one's like, I don't care. Leave me alone. It keeps going and going. When the song started, he looked at her like, OMG. No, girl, this is my jam. Sing it for us. Oh, sing it. I want to hear the song. And I go. Oh, yes. I love it. We'll always love you. Oh my gosh. Makes me cry and howl too. Don't mind me, I'm a little misty-eyed over here. I will always love you. It is time to meet a second fabulous, incredible woman. This is part 2 of our female business owner in Dog Mom Biz. You're not mistaken. Part 2. Let's go. The amazing Aly DelaCoeur she's the owner of Wag Enabled. It's an informational online resource and membership that strives to help educate pet parents to raise happy, well-balanced pets. That's what we're all going for. But Aly's also really passionate about giving back to her community of Austin. And that means supporting local products and services and professionals. Aly, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. I've been really looking forward to talking with you about all of the awesome things happening with Wag Enabled. So, just to start off, you're a dog mom? Are you a dog mom?
I am. I have
Yay!
2 boys. Actually, that's Truffle right here and Bean over here.
Truffle and Bean, how
Oh,
cute. Oh, they're precious. And your portraits are amazing. How
oh,
sweet.
thank you.
Yes. So,
Thank
when did
you.
this love and passion for animals begin for you?
Actually, I'm a little bit the opposite. I always grew up around cats, and I always thought I'm just, a cat person.
Sure.
But as an adult, I realized I'm like deathly allergic to them. That's why I
Oh,
couldn't breathe as a child.
you're like, there's a reason why I just felt like a magnetic pull to dogs. Now you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And now,
And I just like in college, I just kept getting jobs with dogs and I like just couldn't get away from it. And finally, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to embrace this path. And next thing you know, here I am.
that is so awesome, Aly. Now, it's my understanding too that you didn't necessarily think that you were going to work with animals. I mean, do you have like a math background or something? Am I right?
You are correct. I was
Wow.
studying applied mathematics in college, and I thought I was going to be a mathematics professor, but I just kept, like I said, getting pulled into this dog world. And I had a job doing some dog training, and it really sparked this curiosity of like, whoa, it's not just, this animal that lives with us. There's so much that goes behind everything,
So true.
all their behavior. So yeah, I wound up changing my degree, going to college for dog behavior and kind of changing the entire trajectory of my career for it.
And good for you for doing it because you're doing amazing things. Now it started though, you started entry level in a kennel, right? So how did you end up working to Wag Enabled? Tell us what happened. Connect the dots for us.
Oh my gosh. I worked at a doggy kennel, like you mentioned, just cleaning up after dogs. And one day the dog groomer was just out and they were like, we need somebody to hop in and groom some dogs. So I was
Just
like,
hop in and
okay,
do it. All right. Yes,
yeah,
ma'am or sir.
right. And then while I was doing that, we had a client who owned a dog walking business. And she's like, hey, I'm going to kidnap you one day. And she did. And she was also a reactive dog trainer. So that was the main focus of her dog walking company. And she was like, you have a natural talent for reactive dogs. And I was like, oh, yeah, but that's not my area. I don't want to be
Sure.
part of it. But it almost became like a necessity as part of my job to learn about why dogs react the way they do, what drives certain behaviors. And I again try to fight this idea of me being, a dog trainer and working with dogs. And I quit. I quit working for her, but I had all these people reach out and I'm like, hey, we need you to continue working with our dogs. So yeah.
That is incredible. It's like one thing leads to the next, which leads to the next. And now here you are with Wag Enabled. So tell us about Wag Enabled.
Absolutely. Wag Enabled actually came from this idea that a lot of folks don't have access to experts for their animals. So they're going to YouTube, they're going to Google, and there's a lot of information that's actually just incorrect and misguided. So I had a very large network of experts that I've worked with. So I'm like, how can I bring their expertise in a way that's consumable to any dog owner? And how do I provide it that it's accessible to anybody who's got a dog? No paywalls, no subscriptions. Like, how do we make sure that everyone has access to this knowledge?
That's wonderful.
And that's kind of like where Wag Enabled was born from.
That's great. Because like you said, it's almost like there's just too much information out there, right? And sometimes people don't fact check, but it's so important to know that you're getting reliable information when it comes to the health and well-being of your pet. So I'm so glad we're talking today and we're getting the word out to other dog moms. Like, if you need to know, you're going to a reputable site when you go to Wag Enabled. That's great. So Aly, tell me this. I know that you're really passionate about giving back to the beautiful place that you live, Austin. Tell us about why that's a passion of yours and what you're doing with Wag Enabled to support your local community.
Absolutely. As a small business, I understand how hard it is to compete against, corporations.
Sure.
So I think there's almost like this commodity with, not commodity, that's the wrong word, but this kind of like friendly thing of like, I'm going to try to support you in any way that I can.
Camaraderie. You were so close. You
Camaraderie.
got
There
it,
you
girl.
go.
There you go. We're a team. Go, Aly.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Perfect example of what I'm chatting
Yes,
about.
of course. Yes. So you want to help your
go ahead.
local community. So this results in like local products and services. And how do you do that? How do you create that partnership?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have a business listing on our website of all of our favorite small businesses that we work with. We ensure that every business kind of has the same ethos as us. And luckily, a lot of small businesses do. So it's like, how do they give back to community? Do they put their animals ahead of everything else? Additionally, whenever we have our fun challenges and giveaways, we love to promote the small businesses. So like, for instance, our current challenge, the treats that we have are all Austin-based
Nice.
companies. The toys that we give out is this fantastic woman who makes them out of like really eco-friendly and sustainable materials. And it's local, I think like Michigan, I think.
Nice.
Now I'm forgetting where it is from. So, but just trying to promote local businesses as much as we possibly can, whether it is on our website, on our social, or providing samples or full products when we're doing our challenges.
That is so great. You mentioned the challenge, and you have a 30-day challenge going on for the month of April. So what is the challenge all about?
Absolutely. Oh, I'm so excited about this. This is like, we have a bonding over boredom challenge. It's actually an enrichment challenge. And something that I've noticed in the dog community and with my dogs as well is enrichment seems like it's like, oh, there's so much work. You have to buy all these expensive toys. You have to spend all this time. When in reality, there's really fun, easy things that you can do with your dog that are free or very low cost that have the same effect as spending a lot of money. So we compiled a list of, I think we have about 46, and we release them in batches for 4 weeks. And people who complete them with their dog, they share their pictures, their videos, they get points for completing these challenges, and they can win awesome prizes. And the goal of the challenge is to kind of create some habits. So that way they're like, oh, enrichment is actually not that hard to do.
So great.
I can implement some of these in my day-to-day.
Yes, and really bond with your dog. Put down the phones, get away from the TV, unless you're watching Dog Mom News Live, and get out there and bond with your animal. I love that so much. I love what you said too about how you don't have to spend an obscene amount. Go and get something simple and bond. It's kind of like when I was raising my children and, you get the fancy toy and then they're like, no, Mom, I just want the pot with like some noodles in it and a spoon. It's like we can keep it simple and have a lot of fun. And I just love what you're doing, Aly. I love how you're putting positive information out there that's fact-checked. You're supporting your local community and you're inviting other dog moms and dog lovers to get involved with what you're doing. So Aly, thank you so much for your time today. We love talking with you. How can people stay informed on what's going on with Wag Enabled?
Absolutely. They can go to our website, wagenabled.com. They can sign up on there as well to stay in touch with us. They're also more than welcome to join the challenge right now. We are almost halfway through, but all doggy participants will get goodies. We just, some will get a little bit more depending on how many points, but you will get goodies.
That's so nice.
And also our social media, of course, is a great way to reach out to us.
Okay, fantastic. You're all about giving the love. I love it, Aly. Aly DelaCoeur with Wag Enabled, wagenabled.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, Aly. All right, dog meme time. You all know, if you've watched this yet, I heart memes. So now it is dog meme time. Let's go. Tracy brings us our first dog meme. Get ready for this one. It says, this dog looks like he's on a way to rob a bank. A dog robber, a dog bank robber, or perhaps a superhero. I don't know, but it sure looks cool. Thank you so much, Tracy. Next up, This one's pretty funny. He wants me to let you know that he's actually very large, and this is an optical illusion. It's like a fluffy planet, and he's just this little thing, actually a really big thing on it. I don't know. It looks really comfortable, and I'm kind of wanting to join you, buddy. So very cute. Thank you so much, Mina. Up next, this one from Stacy. Stacy says, I love staying home and watching TV with my dog when it rains. I love staying home and watching TV with my dogs when it's sunny. I feel you, Stacy. Anytime, I love watching TV with my dog too. It's like rain, shine, we don't care. We love our bonding time with our animals. And next, take a look here. Look at this picture, folks. Look closely. What do you see? Something snow covered here. Okay, now the original post, Gavin Thomas, he said, apparently, if you can see two people hugging, you are left-brained. And if you see a dinosaur, you are right-brained. He said, what do you see in the mountain? And Chris says, what if you see a dog? Well, Chris, I'm with you. I see the dog too. And you're a dog lover, and here's what I know: right brain, left brain, whatever, you have a huge heart because you love animals, and we're on the same page, buddy. We're on the same team. Love it, Chris. Our next one: when your dog poses for pictures better than you do. I feel you. Look at that. Elongating the legs, the tilt of the head, the chin down, the hands just so lovely, so beautiful. Good job. Hashtag goals for posing. Our quote of the week: if I could be half the person my dog is, I would be twice. Let me read it again. Look closer, Corrina. I need my glasses. If I could be half the person my dog is, I would be twice the human I am. That's so cute, Charles Yu, and that is so true. Our dogs are nothing amazing. Okay, so now we want to encourage you again. Help us out. Dog Mom News Live, we are growing. Dog Mom News, we're growing, but we need your help, okay? We want you to hit like. We want you to comment. We want you to subscribe on YouTube, okay? Subscribe. This is very important. And ring the bell, because when you do that, not only do you help us grow, you get to be among the first to know about the awesome content that we're putting out there. And let me tell you, our team is working so hard. They are so creative. They are so fun. They are so witty, and they're so bright and hardworking. And you don't want to miss even a little teeny tiny bit of information that they're putting out there. So please help us out and like and subscribe and ring that bell. All right. Well, speaking of great content, in case you missed it last week, we are so pumped because we are now offering a premium monthly membership program. And look at your screen here closely. We want to tell you about all the things that are included in this premium membership. It's quite a bit. So you're going to get monthly prizes, contests, giveaways. You're going to get, in addition to that, expert dog training tips. If you have a dog, you know, sometimes we need that support. Sometimes we need direction, and we just need to know what to do. So this is going to be actually included in the premium membership. You're also going to have the opportunity to put your name out there for free dream vacations. Does it sound lovely? Why, yes, it does. We're also going to give you expert tips in pet health. We need to do what we can to make sure that our dogs stay healthy. And we're going to make sure that we put you in contact with the right information and the right experts to keep you up to speed on how to love your animals well. And again, we care deeply about prevention. We're also going to give you exclusive access to our premium Facebook group. It's a great community that's being built with Dog Mom News, and we want you to be a part of that. We're also going to give you expert dog grooming tips. Let's face it, it's expensive to keep our animals looking great. Not only that, to keep their coats, to avoid all the matting and the tangles. So you're going to get hair cutting tips, you're going to get those grooming tips, and you're also going to get nail cutting tips, all those things that are so important, again, for the great lifestyle of our dogs. That's what we're going for. We want them to be healthy, strong, and the best of everything. We're also going to give you tips and all kinds of great information from pet nutritionists, not to mention we have some incredible merch. I have seen some of the designs that are out there, and they're so witty and fun. And so, Dog Mom, this is just the start. There's so much more that you're going to be able to see and, of course, buy if you'd like. And then we want to tell you about the discounts, the coupons, and the free stuff. And there's a lot of free stuff available to you. It's like when you start getting these things, it will probably pretty much pay for your membership. So as far as we're concerned, it's jam-packed with valuable information, and it's designed to help increase the bond between you and your dog. So it's a win-win for you and your awesome animal. Now listen, this is important. For a limited time, we are offering a 14-day free trial. So you can head on over to dogmomnews.com, and then of course you can sign up for your free trial. And hear me when I say you're going to love it. So we had a fantastic show today. Did you not love it? We spoke to some incredible women doing great things. I mean, they are so successful in the business world, and they're just flat out a lot of fun to be with. We talked to Aly DelaCoeur of Wag Enabled, and we also talked to the amazing Courtney McWilliams in Louisiana. We got to hear all about her awesome Mary Mac's pet retreat. And so we hope you enjoyed today as much as we did. We want you to be sure to join us again next Thursday, because we have a great episode lined up for you. You're going to hear from Colleen Ellis with the International Association for Animal Hospice and Palliative Care. You're also going to hear from Dr. Charisse Sullivan, a veterinarian with Skyline Animal Hospital. It's going to be an episode with a lot of heart and also a lot of exploration. Fantastic information is going to be shared. So go ahead and mark your calendar now, because of course you do not want to miss it. We want to thank you for joining us for the live show today, but of course the fun doesn't have to stop here, right? You can find us on social media at Dog Mom News. If you happen to be on the internet, you see something interesting that you think we should highlight in the show, we want to hear from you. So again, just tag us at Dog Mom News. We also want to invite you to head on over to dogmomnews.com. There's so much helpful information on our website. We also want to point out that you can learn more about the premium membership that we just talked about. We just shared a lot of information from you because it's chock full of so many awesome things. So go there and refresh your memory and think about it and sign up. We want you to become a part of this incredible movement, and we don't want you to miss a thing. And now that I've said that, you're like, okay, Corrina, you told me this already, but it's very important. We want you to like, we want you to comment. We want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring the bell so that you can get the latest Dog Mom News content and stay on top of all things Dog Mom News and Dog Mom News Live. We've had the best time with you today. I already can't wait for next Thursday. So be sure to join us. Same pup time, same pup channel. For everyone at Dog Mom News Live, I'm Corrina Sullivan. Go hug your dog for us.